Yeah, the first game seems like 10 hours ago, but played pretty well. Put together a big inning, put it away. Thinking about the fifth inning, felt really good about it. Got some big hits, hit some home runs. Gage Wood was only going to throw one inning anyway, but it didn't go real good. I thought his stuff was pretty good. His fastball, his breaking ball, he didn't command it. Just trying to get him some. When you start somebody, they're in a routine instead of coming out of the pen. You're up, you're down. Bobby came in and did a tremendous job for us. But I just really liked the way we responded to the 3-1 first inning that A&M had after beating us last night. We just kind of, we shook it off and came in and hit balls all over the field, scored a couple runs, almost scored more. They hit it, I think they scored another run there to make it 4-2, and finally we tied that thing up, and then we punched in 6 in the fifth and just kind of cruised in from there. The second game, we were right there to tie it up. Had runners at second and third and no outs, and we hit another sac fly. It was a really good swing by Maxwell. He hit a line drive to left field deep, and the left fielder made a nice play, and we didn't score after that. That was disappointing. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky, but that ball's hit really well, and that he got out of it. So we go to that rain delay, down a run, got 2 fresh arms coming in, and it didn't go good. Gibbler couldn't command his breaking ball at all, and that's his pitch. I mean, it wasn't even close, really. And so he had to throw his fastball, and they smoked it. So, they kind of got after us right there. It's a little disappointing. But overall the series, give credit to A&M. They played better than us, and they got some big hits when they needed them last night, and then in that second game today, and they pitched better than us, so that's why they won 2 out of 3.
Dave, did you think after having a good offensive outing in game 1 that it might carry over more to game 2?
Yeah, I thought we'd have a good, I thought we'd swing the bat a little better, but the top of the lineup did. It was just spotty. Guys were popping up and just weren't squaring up a lot of balls. So give their pitching credit, but yeah, I mean it's a long day. You never know how it's going to go. It's really hard to beat somebody twice in one day, especially when they're good. And we knew that, but we were right there. We had a chance. And when you're at home, you're down a run, going into the 7th. Lightning delay or whatever hits, and we kind of just didn't respond well to that. Hopefully, he learned from it.
I mean, Laviolette's obviously a great player. On those 2 home runs that he hit, was it just good hitting, beating pitching? Was it something left on the plate?
I mean, he's a good hitter. Where those pitches located, I can't tell from the side. I just know that when he got a pitch to hit, he hammered it. I think he had 3 home runs today.
You mentioned Gibbler's struggles there, but just I'm wondering mentally, like, to come from the delay and give up a leadoff home run, did it feel like a punch in the gut in the dugout when that happened?
A little bit. They were pretty fired up in their dugout, and so we're still only down 2. Not a problem. The way we can score sometimes, and then same thing. Threw a couple breaking balls in the dirt, threw a fastball guy. It's a double, and it wasn't looking good. So then we made a few moves, and there were a few more mistakes made. So we got to get these young guys some experience in these situations like this, because we got to have them at the end of the year. But you'd think they were going to do a little bit better, and they've been in some of these. So that's not what cost us the game. We didn't score early. We didn't do what we needed to do because. I thought Landon gave us a chance. He's going on limited rest, 5 days. That's not at this level. Usually you're getting a week, and he got us through 3 innings and only gave up a run. So, yeah, and maybe he went 4. I don't know how many he went. Did he? Yeah, he went 4. So pretty good job by the starter there. And Aiden, you know, we didn't want to bring him back out. We're trying to take care of him. We pitched him twice last weekend, and he pitched great. You know, after the delay, we thought we're not bringing him back out. We got to have this guy.
What was the difference with Gackle today? It seemed like he was really getting hitters out with that slider.
Yeah, he got that slider rolling. He looked like what we know he can look like, and it was fun to watch him pitch, especially the last couple innings. He got on a roll with that breaking ball. Then the fastball was looking even better, you know, at 94, 95 mile an hour. Yeah, it was really good to see. That's exciting.
Yeah, and then you guys got to run back in the 5th inning to make it 3-2. I guess, did you feel like you guys were poised for a big comeback inning before that delay?
Yeah, I mean, we had runners that, you know, they take the lead, they get a 2-out single and then a home run. All of a sudden we're down. It's 1-1, now it's 3-1. And we, you know, Davin leads off with a base hit, Aloy doubles, and then, you know, that's what, you know, the sequence I was talking about when Maxwell just smoked that ball opposite field. And if he just gets under that a little bit more, that ball's out of here. And, you know, the left fielder made a nice running catch along the fence line and ends up just being a sac fly. I mean, you're thinking, man, if that ball would have just got down or got up, you know, we'd be ahead. And but it, you know, that's the way the game works. You know, they didn't, you know, they felt like that they didn't get a call in the first game, and we got out of the inning, and then the next inning we score 6. So sometimes the game can flip on one pitch.
And then just to follow up on Gabe, how much different did his, you know, body language look out there, just comfortability coming out of the pen compared to starting?
Yeah, I just think that it was just a change for him from this year, because that's what he did last year, and that's what all his accolades are about. You know, I mean, they're him coming out of the pen. Last year, he's really good at it, and you know, so we have some options with him. We can start somebody and just plan on throwing him a few and let him pick it up from there, or we can bring him in the eighth inning to close the game out, or the 9th, or the 6th, or whatever. I mean, it gives us another option out of our bullpen if that's the way we go with it. We just need to get Gage built up, get him back out there, and you know, it should help us down the stretch.
In these last 2 weekend series, is there anything kind of overarching that you've seen from your team that you want to see get better before you get back out on the field again in a few days?
Well, you know, we've got to get some things situated. You know, we don't have Souza at second base anymore, and you know, our shortstop just keeps making play after play, and we need to make sure that we continue to play really good defense. We got to get a few guys going offensively. You know, last weekend it was who it was, and you know, Davlin didn't have a great weekend last weekend. He had a great 3 games this weekend. Aloy's been good every weekend, and you know, Cahillo's been pretty good, but then it's been just a little bit of here and there. We just need to get a few more guys rolling, and we can put up some bigger innings.
I think you guys played 7 games in 8 days. Do you sense any fatigue, any looking forward to getting these next few days off and getting off their feet?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you could tell our guys were tired. The second game they were tired, and you know, we were hoping that we could get through it, find a way to win it, but they you know, you could just say they were just a little bit tardy with some swings. But you know, A&M, they're really good. We just didn't finish today.
Yeah, and just with that leadoff home run in the 7th inning, with that being a little bit of a gut punch in the dugout, does having to, I guess, intentionally walk Laviolette kind of add to that at all?
Well, it didn't add to it till the guy dumped a two-strike slider in the right field that scored somebody. I mean, we needed to walk him. We're not going to let that guy hit a 3-run homer. You know, we ended up giving up 1 more instead of 3. Is the way I look at it. No, I mean, you got to make a decision. You want to pitch to him right right-hander against those left-handed hitter. Yeah, I just think it was the right move. You know, Wiggins just left a slider up. He was ahead in the count, and then all of a sudden it's 2-2. Went with another slider. He just left it up. Wasn't hit great, but it was up, and that's why he got it out to the outfield.
How good is it to have Rocco back and available? I know he didn't do too much today, but just an extra piece to
Well,
have.
it's another bat. You know, he didn't have a good day with the bat. Swung at some bad pitches, and yeah, got to do something, then it'll be good. Okay.